Oh, the
reveals,
spiel or
yeah,
something?
there's some of those
Wow.
referenced in the gates. So it's a whole thing, it's a whole vibe.
Author and architecture critic Michael J. Lewis says, Frank Furness made PAFA, and PAFA made Frank Furness. Towards the back of the historic landmark building, there's a humble and understated door meant for the students studying at the Pennsylvania Academy of the Fine Arts. Situated just above that door is a beautiful hidden gem most students pass their whole careers without looking up at. In 1871, Furness and his then partner George Hewitt won the commission for PAFA's new Furness and Hewitt building, now known as the Historic Landmark Building, and completed its construction just in time for the 1876 Centennial Exposition, celebrating America's 100th birthday. During its construction, Furness envisioned the building in two parts: the museum as a shrine to American art and a documented history of the past, and the school, an impetus for upcoming generations of fine artists. Through his own artistry, both the caricatures in his sketchbooks and in his architecture, Furness was deeply inspired by natural beauty and incorporated botanical motifs throughout the exterior design of the building. As we reflect on America's 250th birthday and the 220th birthday of PAFA, we are here with Ingrid Spangler of PAFA's Community Engagement and Education Department, taking a deeper look into this treasured ornament.
The reason that I was drawn to that ornament when I just first started doing research on the building was because it's unique to the building. There's nothing else like it anywhere inside or outside the building. The ornament above the student entrance is so playful and imaginative, and it's something, it's a hybrid, it's a melting pot in itself.
Why flowers, why florals? How did that integrate into Furness's frame of design?
Furness loved flowers. He would draw flowers in an architectural format with an elevation of the flower, instead of like a building's elevation where it's different views, he would do flowers that way. He loved flowers. His sketchbooks were filled with them.
So what is your interpretation of this ornament? Why did Furness choose the symbols that he chose for this flower?
If Furness is interested in caricatures, this is almost like an exaggeration of a flower, almost like a caricature of a flower. So the leaf is a fern leaf, and it's huge, and it's curling over the top. The daisy is right smack in the middle with the petals blowing back, and the lily at the bottom
being the base,
supporting everything. Don't think that Furness just threw something from his sketchbook above that door. I think that it was very intentional. The diversity of the flower, the fact that it's really a hybrid. It's made up of 3 flowers. It's like an impossible
It's a fantastical thing.
Yeah, it's completely fantastic. It could only exist in someone's imagination.
Furness's flower above the student entrance, transcribed from the pages of Furness's own sketchbook, is imaginative and fantastic, matching the diversity of the student body and broad network of alumni nurtured by PAFA's educational programs for generations. In the words of Michael J. Lewis, the icon means fertilization, pollination, and procreation. Here is where new things are born.